Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about my 2023, how it went, certain events that were notable or noticeable, just share some of my thoughts or my experiences. Then I want to talk about some of my best moments, some of my favorite moments. And lastly, I just want to talk about, if I get enough time, my portfolio update and going into 2024, what I think, narratives, etc. So stay tuned, and once I go through the tabs, if I missed anything, I'll go through my notes just so I make sure I need to say. So let's get started. So first up, at the start of the year, we had Base. So Coinbase launched their layer 2 using Optimism's technology, and it's called Base, right? Till today, there's no token. There's speculation of a token, but I don't see any happening. And if it does happen, then it won't be anytime soon, in my opinion. Then again, crypto's full of surprises, right? But overall, Base is bullish for the space. I think especially because Coinbase is such a big company. They've got like hundreds of millions of people using their platform. If they could give a good experience in Ethereum land, it would be very good, So we know its fees are expensive. So if they can make it fast and cheap and, give that introduction to Ethereum, I think that would be really, really big. Although I think Coinbase should be doing more stuff in the Solana space, but that's probably another video for another day. But overall, bullish for the space, really like Base and the whole team at Coinbase. Next up, we had the USDC Silicon Valley debacle saga, whatever you want to call it, and this was actually affected me physically, as in it affected my portfolio. I did have USDC that I had to change. I believe I woke up and I just saw it like depegging, and the whole SVP thing was already shaking the market. And then we heard the news that some USDC. I mean, in hindsight, we should have known that it's gonna repeg again, but because of the whole Luna debacle, I actually got shook, and I actually did change some of my USDC for USDT around the bottom. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did I did lose some money there, and in hindsight I shouldn't have done it. But to be fair, I'm not, I don't regret that I done it, because I'd rather lose a percentage than lose over all of it, right? Like Luna, Sorens, right? Or USDC is nothing like Luna in many ways. So that did affect me, and that wasn't nice. But I mean, I always say like the highest ROI in crypto is always the drama, right? The amount of things that happen in crypto is just, that alone is worth looking into, like, staying in crypto or following the news. Next up, we have Balaji Hassan. So if you don't know who Balaji is, he was part of the Coinbase team previously. He was part of the Earn acquisition when Coinbase bought and he was warning people about C19, and also he sold the previous company for like few hundred million, I believe, something along those lines. So he's very active in the crypto space as well, and he's got a book called The Network State, which is actually worth reading as well. I need to actually buy that. He made a bet saying that Coin will hit 1 million in 90 days. Now in hindsight, I believe that he also knew that he won't hit 1 million, but I think he wanted to sound the alarm, and 1 million ain't a lot of money to him to do that. So I think that was an interesting play from his side. Eventually it would be right? Like they always say, you either predict the price or you predict the time. You don't predict both, because usually that's when you're going to be wrong. So I think one day we'll hit $1 million and he'll be right, but it just didn't happen in 90 days. Next up, we have the Arbitrum airdrop. So I was a recipient of this. I believe it's a very successful airdrop, very well-balanced airdrop. And because of this, partly why airdrop farming became so crazy. But overall, very, very bullish on Arbitrum technology. The token, not as much, not the best token, tokenomics. And I'll probably talk about my position on Arbitrum, because it has changed in another video. If I have time, I'll probably do in this video. And then we have Bitcoin ordinals, inscriptions, etc., and that obviously was quite big for the space. Well, no, it wasn't quite big for the space. It created some ripples, and a lot of people don't actually understand this industry, etc. I personally like SRC20 more because they're immutable, etc. But this was quite an interesting thing, and it's something notable that happened in the industry. And by the way, guys, I am gonna do a video on SRC20, like why I like SRC20 and some potential opportunities. So if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe for that, because I believe that industry is one of the most, has a lot of alpha to be made. And so if you're interested in that stuff, then definitely subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, especially because some of my videos are time sensitive. So yeah, so what happened was inscriptions came out, and then a developer called Luke Jr., he said that you can potentially prune the inscription by running an update. And I believe Jack Dorsey of Twitter and someone else got together to actually run a mining farm or run a mining operation that will exclude these inscriptions. And apparently that failed. But I mean, the fact that they tried is a bit crazy. But hence why I like the whole SRC20 industry, because that's a bit more safer, right? In terms of it's more immutable, right? So yeah, then we had Friendtech launch, and it was quite interesting. They had some like new concepts, etc. It wasn't the beginning of Socialify, but it's definitely one of the most hyped launch of the year. And I personally, I was waiting for more people, like more things to happen for me to try to endorse them. So I did do my video, and I didn't endorse them as much because it was very new. But what's interesting is I did a video on Rainbow not too long ago, and also done a video on Friend, and apparently they're collaborating, or it looks like they're collaborating from one of Rainbow's recent tweets a few days ago. So eyes on that if you're interested in any one of those two. Next up, we have Samuel SPF found guilty on all courts. So I mean, probably already saw that. Probably nothing to mention here, to be fair. Then we had XRP winning the case against the SRP, SEC, and so this was a big win, not just for XRP, for the whole industry. I believe this will have ripple effects unintended for the rest of the industry, and so this was bullish. I mean, regardless of what you think about Ripple, if they win, it's good for crypto industry, and if they lose, it's bad. So definitely rooting for XRP there. Then we have the SEC cracking down on exchanges, Binance, on Coinbase, and then we saw recently after that, CZ stepping down. Now I can make a whole video about this whole CZ debacle altogether, but long story short, I'll just say that I think CZ is one of the most top influential people in crypto. If you ask anybody that's been in crypto more than 5-6 years, they'll also say how much Binance done for the whole industry. Before Binance, the exchanges were very, like, they weren't that good, just to put it like very lightly. And so Binance made the whole industry improve because of how good they were, and they would list new coins very fast. Like, they taught the exchange game before the exchanges had a game, if you know what I mean. And I understand what CZ done. He's having to pay his price, and he paid his fine, etc. But as a whole, I believe, like, so many times people said Binance was insolvent or they embezzling funds and all that, and then when we saw the court case, none of that was the case. I mean, they did make some mistakes. I'm not saying they're mistake free, but I'm just saying overall, compared to what SPF done, CZ didn't do anything nowhere near that, right? And so I'm excited to see what CZ does next. But overall, I think CZ at least top 5-10 most influential in a good way in crypto, in my opinion. Next up, we have the Jito and the Celestia airdrop. So that was very big for the industry. I got the Celestia airdrop, the Jito, no, I could have easily got it because I've got like Solana bags, etc. But it is what it is. And I partly started the whole airdrop farming, right? Farming, which seems to be which was the old free or free, whatever you want to call it, Olympus DAO sort of type farming, right? So that's interesting because now we have the point system, and we have the point system now that's going on. I just wanted to mention Eigenlayer is also one big narrative in 2023 going into 2024. I believe Eigenlayer is going to be big, hence why it was my first video. And if you guys want to watch that, links will be in the description, or just go on my channel. First video, and I'll probably talk about it more in my going into 2024 video. But just another thing, every time they've raised caps, it was quite a lot of hype, and we will find out. Eigenlayer is going to be a top 2020 top 50 25 video 25 project. It's on the caliber of Celestia, if not even better. It's great, the whole industry, right? Anyway, I've done a video on this, so you guys can watch that if you want to. Anyway, so those were the highlights of 2023. Now I just want to talk about some of my favorite moments of 2023, like some of my best things. So overall, I just believe my investments have gotten better, like my whole investment thesis, my strategy, my hit rate, etc. I just believe it's gone better. It's gone more cleaner, it's gone more leaner. And my risk and the way I allocate is much better. So that's one thing. Now, because of my YouTube and my Telegram, I'm grateful that a lot of people have connected with me, and I have people that help me out on certain things. Like, for example, one of my old friends, he's like on top of the Cosmos stuff. So anytime I need to do any Cosmos stuff staking, I call him. Then I have a friend that always updates me with the Saga news, the Saga phone, the Solana phone, and he's always sending me like the new perks, etc. So this is just something that I really like about 2023, like having these kind of contacts. Then I got another friend, like he just updates me generally on a lot of interesting stuff. So yeah, that's been really good. Then some of my very good buys, I done few X's. I done like 3 to 5x and all of these, 3 to 10x and all of these within a few weeks. So I had token buy for Floki, Tia, not Celestia, Tia is in the Diamond project, the ROA project. Then we had Pika, Eland, and they all done really well, like within a few weeks. And then we had the Saga phone. So Saga phone, I think, is low-key one of the best decisions of this year. I mean, the phone was like $600. It's a bit bittersweet because some of my friends couldn't get it, but some of them did. But the people that did get it, they've already made 3 times their money back in free perks, and it's only been like 1-2 months since we got it, and we're gonna continue getting more airdrops hopefully. So one Monkey NFT is worth like 12-13 Sol in the peak, which is twice the phone alone, right? And then we go on top Bonk, Access Protocol, other stuff, all right? And we're gonna continuously get more. Matter of fact, there's a meme token called When launching today that's going to be eligible for the Saga phone holders as well. So it's just been raining airdrops and raining perks for the people. So I'm so happy for the people that listened, and hopefully the second one is as good. I don't think it will be as good because there's going to be 100k of these tokens of these phones, but the first one only had 20k. But either way, I'm bullish on the second one as well. I did buy the second one, and I believe like literally 1 or 2 perks could make the money's worth. But at the very least, you still got a phone, right? How many times have you bought $400, $500, $600, $1,000 in a coin and gone to zero, right? It was next to nothing. So the risk to reward is very good even on the second one, in my opinion, but not as good as the first one. And lastly, probably by far the best decision I made is Myro. Obviously, I posted it at around 90k market cap, and it went all the way like at the peak. I think he done more than 2,500, so that's 2,500 x, no percentage guys, x. So just so you understand what that is, that's like from £1 to 2,500 pounds. Yeah, I've been selling. I don't have the whole stack that I had, but it's been one of my biggest positions now because of how many times it's gone up, even though I've sold so many times. And lastly, I think I forgot, but I'm going to do a video on some of my interesting plays in the SRC20 space, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification for that. I'm going to talk about why I believe the SRC20 place is interesting and some potential opportunities. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I'll mention it again. And lastly, guys, really quick before the end of this video, because I was going to talk about narratives on my plan of 2024, but I guess that's going to be for a different video because I don't want this video to get long. But long story short, I want to improve my audio even more now, so more than currently. So there's a Rode latest mic, or the DJI Mic 2, I believe it's called. It's like $350 or something. But if you guys got any good suggestions on good mics, I don't want to get the big mic because I find them too clunky and chunky, and I don't think I need it like that. I think the DJI mics are like $200-300, and they give you like professional audio. So let me know which one. If you guys got any recommendations, let me know, but I'm leaning towards the DJI Mic 2. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you know your 2024 goes good. I know I'm a bit late to the video, but like I said, better late than never, and I'll see you in the next one.